We've obviously got the whole game on the radio on KLWN and also available at klwn.com. You can also watch it. We have a simulcast with our radio broadcast and 810 Varsity. So just go to 810 Varsity's website and you can go. For the national anthem. When we come back, we'll give you starting lineups between the Free State Firebirds and the Mill Valley Jaguars on FM 1017 and 1320 KLWN. Depend on it. Was hosting the Firebirds of Free State here on a beautiful night for football and a beautiful fall weather night at that. Free State will be in the white uniforms with the black pants and the silver numbers. For Mill Valley, they don the Penn State similar uniforms with the blue jerseys, the white numbers, the white pants, and the beautiful helmets. No colors on them, just go hit somebody and you'll get a little paint of the other team on you there. Mill Valley comes into this one ranked 4th in the 810 varsity rankings for 5A. Free State, on the other hand, at 0. in the Catch It Kansas rankings, and Mill Valley will receive to start the football game. So we'll see their offense. Of course, an injury to the quarterback position, changing things up a little bit for the Jaguars, but still lethal on the offensive end, averaging 42 points per game. It'll be Joey Wood with the opening kickoff. He meets toe to ball, and it goes back to be returned by Jacob Hartman. Cuts into the middle, cuts to the outside. He's got space. Hartman past the 40. He's being chased by two, crosses the 50 inside the 40, and he's brought down inside the 30-yard line. A huge return to open up the game. The tackle finally made by the Firebirds and Joey Wood, the kicker. And Mill Valley, an offense that didn't really need the help of great field position, will start out at the 28-yard line from the left hash. So the quarterback coming out, Hayden Jay, the 6'1", 175-pound sophomore. Of course, Cooper Marsh, the stud senior quarterback, injured and out for tonight's game. It is Wittenauer, the back behind him. He receives the carry up the middle, and a good push from the offensive line as he's going to pick up 6 yards to the 22. Starting lineup for this Mill Valley offense, Sam Hecht at left tackle. He's a stud over there. Tommy Penner at left guard. Saxton Hall at center. Those three all seniors. So is the right tackle, Robbie Dervin. The lone non-senior, the right guard, Ryan Fulcher. Pistol formation, but then Wittenauer motions to the left hip of Jay. He gets the carry, sweeping out to the right. Can't find the edge, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The ball came out late. They're going to say that Wittenauer was down. That was Gage Callahan, the senior linebacker for the Firebirds, with the tackle, and it'll be 3rd and 4 for Mill Valley. The quarterback mentioned, Hayden Jay, the running back, Quinn Wittenauer. The R position is Kendrick Jones. At the X is Ty Reichus. The Y, Jarrett Napoli, and the W is Jacob Hartman. Pistol again, play action. Jay going to roll to the left, throws downfield. It's tipped by Callahan. He almost had an interception, but at the very least, it's going to force 4th down. And now decision time for Mill Valley. They've got a real good kicker. Both of these teams might have 2 of the best kickers in the entire state. And it'll be Chris Tennant coming on. It looks like he'll get ready to take the field goal. Doing the holding for Mill Valley on this kick is Cole Clowder. And the long snapper is Colton Jagan, one of the team's linebackers. Tennant, 1 of 3 on field goals this year, but has a lot more in his career. And he nails, it was long enough, but just outside the upright. Looked to be good, but he can't capitalize. And the Free State defense with a huge hold. The opening kick return was brought back to the 28. Give credit to Joey Wood, the kicker for Free State, making a touchdown-saving tackle. And then the defense, Gage Callahan comes up with a couple big plays. And then the missed field goal from about 39 yards from Chris Tennant. So now we see the Free State offense for the first time tonight. We'll get you that Free State defense starting lineup on the next possession. For the Firebirds, they'll go out there. The junior quarterback, Jet Deneen, has started every game so far this season for Free State. Deneen gives off to the running back, Harshaw. Went left, heads to reverse field to the right. He found a little more space there, and he cuts through for the first down and more. Mill Valley tried to strip it, but they couldn't get it out. Blake Martin was trying to rip the ball free of Harshaw. He does bring him to the ground, but a first down for the Firebirds to their own 36. So the starting running back tonight, Elijah Harshaw, the junior, normally dash Cleveland, but ever since the first game, he's been injured, and such a shame there. He had 190 all-purpose yards in that opener against DeSoto, but hasn't been able to play since. Pistol formation from the right hash for the Firebirds. Hard count from Deneen. Gives off Harshaw up the middle. Not much room, and he's going to be driven back at the line of scrimmage. Colton Jagan got in there. Dalton Harvey got in there. And there was a push from Ethan Cramer at the front of the line in there as well. We'll be calling those guys' names a lot. Cramer was the Sports in Kansas 5A Defensive Player of the Year a season ago. We're under 10 minutes here in the first quarter. 0-0. Free State holding on the opening drive. Now a 2nd and 10 from their own 36. Right hash again, the starting perimeter players, Daniel Kufal, the tight end, Manny Apelle, and Matt Gabriel are the running backs, and Jake Patchen is the H-back. Speed option for Deneen, just keeps it himself, and not much room as he just burrowed forward to the line of scrimmage, bringing up 3rd and 10. The right tackle for the Firebirds is Alec Wilson. He's opened up the season as the starting right guard. He's a 6'3", 230-pound senior. Jake Rozak, the backup tight end, he'll get some play, whether it's in as a lineman or at the tight end position. At left tackle is Ty Newhouse. He's a mountain of a man, 6'3", 290, junior for the Firebirds. Mill Valley crowd makes some noise, immediate pressure. Deneen evades it, throws over the middle, and can't fit it in to Manny Apelle as it's knocked away. A nice defensive play by Lucas Pringle for Mill Valley. And off comes the Firebirds. Also starters for them, Luke Wheeler at left guard, Tyler Gorley at right guard. And Lucas Hout in the starting lineup as well, or Gorley, at center, Hout at right guard. The punt from Joey Wood. 2 return men are back. It's going to be fielded by Jones, and he works his way up the middle, just shy of the 50. 8:27 to go in the first quarter, still scoreless after each team possessed the ball one time. So we mentioned the Mill Valley starters for Free State. They play 3 down linemen. They have the rush, the 2 linebackers, and then the 5 defensive backs. The down linemen, Brian Lane, Ty Newhouse, Luke Woodbury, Preston Tran. Those 4 guys will kind of take up those 3 spots for the most part. Quez Lee as the rush, Ben Stallard and Gage Callahan in the middle. The corners are Grant Gregory and Anthony Barbarena. The snap is going to go to the quarterback with Jay pulling it on the read option from Wittenauer as he burst forward for the first down. And into enemy territory is Mill Valley as they'll have a 1st and 10 on the Firebirds' 42-yard line. Safeties for Free State, Riley Wheat, Jordan Wells, and Jacoby Williams, who we might see a little bit at running back as well. Wittenauer to the left hip of Jay. And again, it's Jay keeping it on the read option. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 up the middle before he's dragged down. Ty Newhouse there for the tackle, the big 6'3", 290-pound nose tackle and left tackle for the Free State Firebirds. Quick play, and they give us to Wittenauer as he's able to work around to the outside right, pick up the first down. And now a Firebird player is down. As Wittenauer able to get a fresh set of downs for the Jaguars. Player who was down, Ben Stallard. Or make that Riley Wheat. And he gets up off to the sideline. 7:36 to go in the quarter. 0-0, but Mill Valley threatening. They average 42 points per game. Free State averages allowing 42 points per game. And the Firebirds have gotten behind early in all 3 of their previous games, looking to avoid doing that here. Jay gives to Wittenauer, running left, and picks up a solid gain on first down of about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be second and a 5-yard mark as Ty Newhouse with another tackle. They've got to get to the 17 of Free State. On the season, Mill Valley averages about 372 yards per game, 152 in the air and 220 on the ground. Jay motions Wittenauer to his right. He'll keep it himself up the middle on the read option. And Free State holds him just short of the first down marker, but he does pick up a couple to the left. And it'll be 3rd and a short 2 for Mill Valley. Looks like they'll hustle up to the line of scrimmage with Jay. They average about 10 yards per pass, 6 yards per run, but they run it more. 2 backs in the backfield, and they got Free State to move on the 3rd and short, and that's going to be an automatic first down as a couple different Firebirds fell for the hard count and jumped off. And that'll move Mill Valley from the 19 to the 14, where they'll have another first down. 6:26 left here in the first quarter. Mill Valley just 5 turnovers for them offensively in the 4 games. They've gotten 11 back defensively, so a +6 turnover differential. Firebirds would love to get one here in the red zone. Wittenauer jumps over a defender and he bursts into the end zone, carrying Stallard on his back, and that's the first score of the night. It is a 13-yard rushing touchdown from Quinn Wittenauer, the 5'11", 166-pound senior. And the quick scat back, able to evade a couple defenders, the little hurdle in the middle, and score the touchdown, as Mill Valley will now on the PAT put the swinging gate formation where they have 6 linemen to the left, and wait to see how Free State defends this to see if they'll go for 2 or kick the PAT. They will kick the PAT, it appears, as they bring everybody back. 6:06 to go in the first quarter, with Mill Valley scoring their first touchdown. And the PAT is good from Tennant. So Tennant missed the field goal, but makes the PAT here, and it's 7-0 Jaguars in front. So Free State opened the year against DeSoto on September 4th, lost 34-42. Again, DeSoto currently ranked 7th in the A10 Varsity Class 5A rankings. They had their next game canceled with Lincoln College Prep Academy. After that, took on Olathe North on September 18th, and that's the number 3 team currently in the A10 Varsity 6A rankings, and lost that one 35-9. Last week they were on the road against Lee Summit North. That is the start of a 3-game road stand, with this the meat in between the 2 loaves of the sandwich. And they lost that one 49-10. Now Mill Valley ranked 4th by A10 Varsity in 5A. And then next week they'll be at Bishop Carroll, the number 3 ranked team in 5A. So the schedule doesn't get easier. They have a bye week after that, and then it's against the number 1 team in 6A with Lawrence High. Just a brutal schedule, and you combine it with the injuries and the COVID-19 outbreak that this team had. It's been tough going early, but we'll see what they can do here on this drive. Tennant will have the kickoff. Back to return was Harshaw, but that's going to go well into the end zone, and Tennant does that very well. He's got a very strong leg. Touchback for the Firebirds. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. This is about where they started their first time down. Got near midfield, but eventually had to punt. The starting lineup for this Mill Valley defense: at the quick position, Pete Jansen. At the nose tackle, Aiden Schaefer. The other defensive tackle, Ethan Cramer. And at defensive end, Caden Casella. The right corner, Blake Martin. At left is Lucas Pringle. The 2 linebackers, Dalton Harvey is the Will, Colton Jagan the Mike. The Mike plays the strong side. The Will plays the weak side. Harshaw gets the handoff, sweeping to the left, cuts up at the line of scrimmage. Not much room. He's only going to get about 1 yard, maybe 1.5 yards. It was a nice open field tackle for the Jaguars by Drew Powers. Powers, one of the other Will linebackers, backs up Dalton Harvey. That comes in on certain formations. The safeties for Mill Valley, they play 3 of them: Hunter Gray, Cole Clotter, and Trey Worcester. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Free State trails 7-0. They've got a 2nd and 9 at their own 21. Fake to Harshaw. Deneen keeps it himself, and he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. That was Drew Powers coming up with the tackle for loss, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards for Deneen to bring up a 3rd and 12. And these are the situations that Free State has just found themselves in so often, which is even more problematic considering they are more of a running team. Deneen well below 50% on the season in terms of his completion rate passing. We'll see what the junior quarterback has up his sleeve here. He's got Harshaw to his right, 3 receivers to the right side. The lone receiver to the left is Apele. Low snap, he gets pressured, steps up in the pocket, lost the ball. It's still free, and it's going to be dove on by Mill Valley at the 20-yard line. Not sure if a hand got on it from Mill Valley to strip it or if he just dropped it. Coming up with the fumble recovery is Cody Moore for Mill Valley, And they're back in business, taking over at the Firebirds' 19-yard line. 4:40 to go in the first quarter, and Mill Valley back in business. Well, they started at the 28 of Free State earlier. And the Firebirds' defense held. See if Free State has something similar in them, or if Mill Valley is going to continue to roll after their last possession when they marched down the field for the score. Pistol formation, two receivers out to the left with a heavy offensive line. They give it to Wittenauer, works up the middle, bounces outside, breaks a tackle, sheds another arm tackle as he rolls just shy of the end zone down at about the 1.5-yard line. And Wittenauer has been mighty impressive so far in this one. He gets a 1st and goal for Mill Valley as they run their hurry-up offense. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's been kind of a new age analytical thing when you spread the field at the goal line and then just give it to the running back with less room in the middle. That is what they do, as Wittenauer takes it up the pipe and scores his 2nd touchdown of the night. 2 scores for Quinn Wittenauer on the ground. He's now got 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. And with 4:10 to go in the first quarter, it is Mill Valley 13, Free State 0 with a PAT pending. Again, Mill Valley throws out the swinging gate formation on the PAT just to check the numbers, see if there's any mismatches anywhere, should they go for 2, but they throw everybody back. It is a similar offense to what Oregon would run under Chip Kelly, as the PAT good by Tennant. And it's 14-0 Mill Valley with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. And now the Firebirds offense will have to respond after being unable to get a first down and eventually fumbling the ball and giving great field position to Mill Valley. Well, Mill Valley, for their schedule so far, they took on Derby in the opening week of the season. And that was a battle of the defending 5A and 6A state champs. And Mill Valley was all over that one. They beat Derby 45-14. Boy, was that a statement to open up this 2020 season. Followed it up with quite a nice performance as well. On September 11th, they played at DeSoto. That is that same DeSoto team that defeated Free State. And Mill Valley beat them 70-21. They've lost the last 2, but don't let the 2-2 record deceive you. Those 2 losses both against very good competition. And again, they're playing right now without their starting quarterback in Hayden J. Hayden J currently starting for Cooper Marsh as a touchback again for Tennant. Their first loss was to Bentonville. That's one of the top schools in Arkansas. And they barely lost that one, 35-28. Then last week, they played at Gardner-Edgerton, and Gardner, one of the top teams in 6A, they scathed by Mill Valley 28-26. So this Mill Valley squad, not just one of the best teams in 5A, they're one of the best teams in the entire state of Kansas. And so far, so good for them early against Free State. The Firebirds will look to respond here on their 3rd drive of the night. Got a first down on the first drive, eventually punted. 2nd drive on the 3rd and long, a fumble by Deneen. Gave it back to the Jaguars. Speed option to the right out of the pistol. Deneen fakes the pitch, cuts up the field after a hard plant into the ground, and then fights for a few extra as he picks up the first down, a gain of 11 for Jet Deneen. Last week, Deneen had 9 carries for 41 yards. So far, Mill Valley's done a pretty good job defending the run against him. Able to pick up a solid gain there. Deneen stands at 5'10", 180 pounds. A junior, logged a lot of varsity snaps last year as a sophomore. That was as a defensive back, though. Gives off to Harshaw. Had to cut up field after initially looking for the outside, and it was a good cut at that as he found an opening to pick up about 6 yards. And this is the recipe for success for the Firebirds. Solid gains on first down. It's an obvious for really any offense. It's a bit of a cliche. You obviously want more yards on first down, but becomes even more prevalent for a run-first offense without as much firepower to pick up those third and longs. Pistol formation for the Firebirds. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Harshaw is the lone tailback behind Deneen. They fake to Harshaw. Deneen keeps it, finds a hole up the middle, and he picks up the first down, dragged down by his ankles by Dalton Harvey. And that'll move the chains again for Jet Deneen. He gets to the 43-yard line of Free State. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Well, again, Free State has started behind early in all their games. For instance, against DeSoto, they were down 21-0 early. Against Lee Summit North last week, it was 28-0 early. Firebirds down 14-0 early here, but if they can get a score, it won't feel insurmountable. They give to Jacoby Williams and all kinds of pressure in the backfield. It was Colton Jagan who had the break through the line to bring Williams down behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of a yard as Jagan comes up with the tackle for loss. Jagan came into this one with 6.5 tackle for losses on the season and had 9.5 in his career, so he's in double digits for his career after this one. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Well, Williams in at running back, and Williams was not originally one of the 3 or 4 members of this Firebirds running back depth chart. He's the starting safety. Gets another carry up the middle, and the big 6'2 running back powers his way forward to the 47 for Free State before he's brought to the ground. And that'll make it third and more manageable. It's about 3rd and 6. And you do wonder with the score against this opponent on the road, if this would be 4-down territory around midfield for the Firebirds. And if they just try to get a couple yards here to make 4th down more manageable. They had a similar situation last week against Lee Summit North, but they didn't go for it around midfield, trailing early in that game. Fans making noise. Mill Valley said this is supposed to be their most fans in attendance of a game this season, and there will be a timeout from Free State wanting to talk things over and get this important 3rd and 6 right. 1:02 to go. We will take a quick 30-second timeout. You are listening to Free State Football on FM 101.7 and 1320 KLWN and 810 Varsity.
My name is Richard Holman, owner, member, manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
We offer specials at LKS Imagine.
If you're ever looking for specials, check our Facebook page. We do post things there periodically regarding polos and embroidery, or again, reach out to us to see if we have anything that would appeal to you.
Is there a minimum order on custom apparel?
We do not have minimum orders. Volume does sometimes dictate price, not as much so with garment printing or embroidery.
Visit
23rd Street Brewery in Lawrence. I just
more.
want to thank everybody for supporting local restaurants during this time of uncertainty. 23rd Street Brewery is now open until this pandemic is over. And right now, more than anything, local restaurants need your help and support. Come on out and see us. 23rd Street Brewery is open now from 11:30 till 9 o'clock for dine-in and carry-out. Whatever we can do to help you out, maybe with your catering needs too. I appreciate all the support and thank you for...
Room to go, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, maybe gained about a foot. The tackle made for Mill Valley on that play by Cody Moore, who recovered the fumble earlier. And Free State going to punt on 4th and 6th, and this is interesting. They opted to punt last week in a similar situation. They opt to punt again here, trailing by 14 against one of the best teams in the state. It'll be grabbed by Jones and brought down shortly after returning the punt. And Mill Valley will take over once again, as they'll be at about the 28-yard line. And we're also going to get a penalty. It'll be a hold on the punt return, so that'll back Mill Valley up a little bit more. 21 seconds left in the quarter. 14-0 Mill Valley as they take over for the fourth time tonight. In the pistol is Jay with Wittenauer behind him. Wittenauer receives another carry. Picks up about 4 before he's taken down at the second level. And it'll be 2nd and 6. And I believe that'll do it for the opening quarter here. Mill Valley 14, Free State with 0 after the first quarter of play. We'll take a quick timeout on our 810 Varsity feed. And we'll keep it right here on our KLWN feed at FM 1017 and 13.
Game at home. At Academy, we'll bring the fun to you. Buy online and pick up curbside or in-store.
810 Varsity, you can find that link through 810 Varsity's website, or we have it embedded, the video for it, at klwn.com if you want to watch this as well. We're also available, obviously, FM 1017 and 1320 on your AM dial for KLWN, and streaming at klwn.com or on the KLWN app. So back for the second quarter here. The give is to Wittenauer. Huge hole as he bounces right. And Greg Gregory makes a big tackle to possibly avoid that one from breaking loose for a possible touchdown. And Gregory, the junior corner, able to wrestle him down. It is a first down, though, as Wittenauer continues his strong night as we get the second quarter underway. The head coach for Mill Valley, of course, Joel Appleby, in his 11th season now. He's amassed a record of 83-34. That's a 71 win percentage. A 3-time state champion here in Mill Valley. Fake to Wittenauer. Rolling left is Jay. He's got his tight end, Jared Napoli, who's going to stumble forward for a first down, take a hard hit after he was already out of bounds past the first down marker. And that's going to be a penalty against the Firebirds that's going to tack on 15 more yards. They just had Jay have play action, quickly roll to the left and just dump it to Jared Napoli, the Y, a 6'1", 205-pounder. And he able to run for the first down before taking that hit. With the gain of about 10 or 11 and the 15-yard penalty, that's going to put Mill Valley all the way to the Firebirds' 46-yard line. Appleby not only has been impressive with those 3 state championships, but in his 10 previous seasons as a play-action fake here for Jay. He's looking downfield. He's got him in wide open, and once again it was Napoli, but he couldn't hold on. Just threw his hands. He was wide open behind the defense. And on the play action, of course, a run-first offense. They got that Free State linebacking core and secondary to bite forward. And that could have been a touchdown for Napoli as the Firebirds catch a break. But Appleby in those 10 previous seasons, 0 losing seasons. That is mighty impressive. 9 of the 10 winning seasons, just the one season at 500 in which he went 5-5. He's also got 3 with double digits and had a 12-1 record in 2015. Jay takes it up the middle after the fake and immediately brought down toward the line of scrimmage. Gage Callahan was there, and Ty Newhouse as well. And it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Firebirds. We'll see if the defense can hold here and cash in on Kevin Stewart, putting faith in them and not going for that 4th down around midfield. At the 45, they've got to get to the 36-yard line. Pistol formation, Jay motions Wittenauer to his right a bit. Rolls to his right. Wittenauer a blocker. He throws downfield, and he's got Jones for the first down, past the 30 and brought down inside of it. Making the tackle for the Firebirds, Jordan Wells. But not before Kendrick Jones makes the grab. And they convert the third down. It's a gain of 17 to Jones, who's kind of a wide receiver, tight end hybrid for this squad. And that is somebody who, at 6'5", 190, he's got FBS size and some skills to go with it. Jay fires the quick hitch. They're getting the passing game going now as they were able to get this out to Hartman. Made a few miss before he's finally brought to the ground. It's only going to be a couple yards on the pickup. A gain of about 5 there for Hartman. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. But they are rolling with Jay now passing the football. Even the incompletion earlier was through the hands of a receiver. Jay out of the pistol again. He motions Wittenauer up to his left. Wittenauer receives the run, looking to his right. It's clogged up, so he bounces up the middle, finds some space, hurdles up into the left. That keeps him up, and he bounces outside to the left, and he's in for another touchdown. Quinn Wittenauer with 3 rushing touchdowns already to open this one up. And that's his 10th rushing score of the season, with 9:25 to go in the first half, as Mill Valley extends their lead out to 20 to zip. Quite the balance for the Jaguars on that drive, showing off the running and passing game. And another PAT to come for Chris Tennant. He is 22 of 23 on PATs this season. And it's got more than enough leg, and through the uprights, make it 3 for 3 tonight. And 23 of 24 on the season. 9:25 to go, 21-0 Mill Valley in front here. We'll keep it right here on FM 101.7, 1320 KLWN, KLWN.com, and on 810 Varsity. Mill Valley in front on Free State, 21 to zip. Again, we'll have the Lawrence High and Bishop Carroll game tomorrow. That'll be available on 92.9 The Bowl, our sister station, and bowl929.com at 2 o'clock for that one. 2 top 5 teams in their respected classifications. Number 1 for Lawrence High, number 3 for Bishop Carroll per the 810 Varsity rankings. And, of course, that game will also be live streamed on 810 Varsity. And a simulcast with our radio feed there, as we have tonight. Another kickoff coming for Tennant. And Tennant, a master at the touchback. Coming into tonight, 22 touchbacks on 25 kickoffs. That's about an 88% mark of touchbacks. Pretty darn good for Tennant, and he's got a strong leg. Both these kickers do. We haven't really seen Wood tonight, but a guy who hit a 50-yarder a year ago hit a 45-yarder earlier this year. As Tennant with another touchback. 9:25 left in the half. Free State down 21-0. Another possession for the offense. Their head coach, Kevin Stewart, in his second season. An 8-5 record overall, 6-2 playing Sunflower League opponents. He was previously the defensive coordinator at Blue Valley, where he won state in 2017. Went to the state title game in 2016. Both of those coming against Mill Valley's Week 1 opponent from this year, Derby. Deneen out of the gun. They give to the back. And it is Harshaw bobbing around to find about 3 or 4 yards of room before he goes down. So Harshaw started the year as one of the Z wide receivers on the team, but having to move to running back with Dash Cleveland getting injured. And the running backs now, it's Harshaw, Kallenbach, Jacoby Williams, Dylan Farrell. Williams, a starting safety will get some run as Deneen takes off on a QB draw, and he's spun to the ground after picking up about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short as Drew Powers on the tackle. 8.5 to play in the second quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Firebirds. And trailing 21-0 could be 4-down territory even at your own end. Two receivers will be to the left. The ball a bit shaded to the left, but close to midfield. One receiver well out wide to the right. The give to Harshaw. He works to the right side, and he's met in the backfield. This is going to be a loss in on that tackle again. Cody Moore, who has had a fantastic start to this one, and Trey Worcester was in there as well. And for Moore, at the fumble recovery, a tackle for loss earlier, and here makes another tackle for loss that moves Free State away from wanting to go for it. It'll be 4th and 3. And Joey Wood will have to punt it away. High snap, Wood grabs it and lets it fly. It's fielded by the wide receiver Hartman, who slips one, slips another, spins down to the ground at about the 45. And Mill Valley will start in Free State territory. The Jaguars at 2-2 on the season, 0-1, losing their first Sunflower League matchup of the season against Gardner Edgerton. Of course, formerly of the Eastern Kansas League, moving over this year, but just by 2 points there, and this is one of the best teams in the state. For Free State, an 0-3 start, 0-1 in Sunflower League competition thus far with the loss to Olathe North. And Free State, a team who was co-Sunflower League champions a season ago. Jay on the play fake, throws it out to Hartman, rolls to his right. He's got the right sideline inside the 35, and out at the 33 is Jacob Hartman. And he's getting active here at his first catch last drive. Just had the punt return. And now another grab here. It's enough to pick up a first down for Mill Valley to the 33. So Hayden Jay's been real impressive tonight. He came into this one just 8 of 18 with 117 yards, a touchdown to 3 interceptions. And he has been sharp tonight, has the sophomore. Right as Jay snapped it, a whistle blown, a flag is on the field. And I believe this is going to be against Mill Valley. No, scratch that. It's going to be offsides against Free State. Well, the official with the football started marking it backwards, and now the official just made the offside call but pointed at Mill Valley. We can't have offsides on the offense, but I guess we do here. Either way, it's a 5-yard penalty. And Mill Valley will have it back at their own 38-yard line for 1st and 15. Hartman and Wittenauer in the backfield. They give it to Wittenauer, finds room up the middle, and he's not going to be brought down until he gets just inside the 30-yard line. Zach Shepley was there. And Ben Stollard had the finishing blow for the Firebirds. Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mill Valley up 21-zip. They'll have Ty Reichus, the receiver, to the left. The receiver out wide to the right, Jacob Hartman. And they've got Kendrick Jones on the line of scrimmage as the tight end to the right, with Jared Napoli to the left. They give to Wittenauer running up the middle. Huge hole for him. He's got lead blockers and room inside the 10. Cuts back and down at the 1-yard line. A late flag comes on. He took a shot as he went to the ground. He towed the line, did a great job to cut back in, and got knocked down hard at the 1. Should it stand, it'll be 1st and goal for Mill Valley, but again, there is a flag. That was great blocking for a running back that doesn't even always need it. And that is quite the combination for the Mill Valley offense. Of course, this Jaguars team is so good in the trenches at both ends. Well, Free State is saying that the ball came out and that they recovered it. We'll see what they call. The flag on the field is going to be a hold against Mill Valley. And there's a lot to discuss here. Did Wittenauer step out of bounds? Did he lose the ball? Was there holding? Where was it? It looks like they will just mark the holding back from where it was at the 13. And that'll put Mill Valley for the penalty back to their 23 of Free State. And it'll give them a 1st and 10, but will negate the very large run from Wittenauer. So Mill Valley will have a 1st and 10 at the 23 is how we clean this all up. And they'll start from the right hash. Again, the receiver to the left is Righteous. The kind of tight end to the left is Napoli. The tight end to the right is Kendrick Jones, and it's Hartman, the receiver to the right, with Wittenauer now at the right hip of Jay. Jay will fake it to him, run up the middle, and he's quickly brought down. Good tackle for the Firebirds. Brian Lane, the 6'1", 220-pound junior. Halfway through the second quarter now, Mill Valley up 21-0, threatening as they have 2nd and 9 at the Firebirds' 22-yard line. Free State has yet to cross midfield tonight. Fake by Jay, rolls left, got some late pressure, but he got it off to Napoli, who turns the corner and picks up the first down the left sideline after the little out route and the catch. 1st and 10 for Mill Valley. Looks like they're marked at about the 10.5, so I believe they can get one more first down before scoring a touchdown. Well, Jay came into this one with not a ton of passing pedigree, but good running pedigree. 16 carries, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has been stupendous in the air as well tonight. The give is to Wittenauer up the middle. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Good penetration up front for the Firebirds. I believe that was Brian Lane once again. And scratch that, it's actually for the Firebirds. Quez Lee, the rush, the 6'3", 180-pound junior. Of course, Free State donning the white uniforms with the silver numbers. Not great for spotting numbers from an announcer perspective. 2nd and 11, maybe 12 for Mill Valley from the left hash. They almost got Free State to jump, and now a late whistle. And it is going to be against the Firebirds. And Free State just can't have those penalties. For Mill Valley, it'll essentially negate the tackle for loss and give them a 2nd and more manageable. They're at about the 7.5, 8-yard line. Second down for Mill Valley. 7 yards away from pay dirt, already up 21 points. Jay out of the gun. He's got Wittenauer behind him to the left. One receiver to each side. Jacob Hartman is well out to the right. And now Hayden Jay looks to his sideline and utilizes a timeout. 4:31 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a quick 30 seconds with them. Mill Valley 21, Free State 0 on FM 101.7, 1320 KLWN and 810 Varsity.
job, activities, and busy unscheduled moment. Jayhawk Pharmacy not only makes my life easier by delivering all of our prescriptions, they provide free vitamins for all of our kids too. And the peace of mind I have knowing my parents, who are in their 70s, are already set up with Jayhawk Pharmacy's filling and delivery services is such a relief. Get to know Jayhawk Pharmacy in the Mount Oriad Medical Center at the corner of Cassold and Clinton Parkway.
Coming this fall at the new LMH West location, Jayhawk Pharmacy is opening a second location to serve all your pharmacy needs.
As a wife with 3 young children, a full-time job, activities, and busy weekends, there is never an unscheduled moment. Jayhawk Pharmacy not only makes my life easier by delivering all of our prescriptions, they provide free vitamins for all of our kids too. And the peace of mind I have knowing my parents, who are in their 70s, are already set up with Jayhawk Pharmacy's filling and delivery services is such a relief.
There's the left hip of Jay. It'll be a pass. It'll be a fade route to the right, looking for Hartman. He made the grab, but he was out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down inbounds. Coverage by Ben Stout. Outside. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. It's probably closer to about 3rd and 6. It's about 6.5. They got to get to about the half-yard line for a first down, and they can still get that first down before scoring. Well, for the Firebirds, if they could hold here, that'd be a small win as Jay on a speed option keeps it himself up the middle, powers forward, still fighting. He reaches out and he's got the touchdown. And Hayden Jay, the sophomore quarterback, gets the 4th touchdown of the night for the Mill Valley offense. For Jay, it's his first score of the night, his 4th total touchdown of the season, and 3rd on the ground. Mill Valley 27, Free State 0, 4:20 to go here in quarter number 2. Tennant will have it. And knocks it through again, 4 for 4 on PATs tonight. It is 28-0 Jaguars over the Firebirds with 4 minutes and some change to go now in the second quarter. Currently, in terms of total stats, Mill Valley at 179 total yards of offense, Free State at just 50. Free State does have more time of possession, 9:30 to 7:16, but that's obviously Mill Valley wants to play up-tempo. In terms of rushing, Firebirds with 15 carries for 50 yards as an offense, so about 3.3 per carry. For Mill Valley, they're at 18 carries for 124 yards. In the passing game, Firebirds are 0 for 1 as a team, no passing yards. Mill Valley 5 for 7 with 55 yards for the night. The one turnover coming Free State's way, the fumble by Jet Deneen. 13 first downs for Mill Valley, 3 for Free State. And in terms of third down conversions, Firebirds 0 for 4, Mill Valley 2 for 3. Both teams have 3 penalties for 25 yards. The 3 punts for the Firebirds have averaged a little over 30 yards. Another kickoff for Tennant. He's been perfect with touchbacks tonight. Jacoby Williams is back to return it, should he get a chance, for Free State. And it looks like Colton Jagan was offsides by about a yard by the time it was kicked by Tennant. So a false start against the kicking team, and that'll back up Tennant. Well, Tennant's so good at hitting touchbacks, he's going to have a little bit more of a challenge on this one, as he'll have to kick it off from the 35 instead of the 40 after the little 5-yard penalty. And knowing how strong his leg is, I almost wonder if he's viewing this as kind of a fun opportunity to get an even longer touchback. And again, Williams is the deepest man back for the Firebirds, set to return. And Tennant gets it away. And once again, a touchback. So the 5-yard penalty didn't matter. I haven't seen every kicker, obviously, in Kansas, but these two teams have got to have, if not the two strongest leg kickers, at least in that top 3 to 5 range, between Chris Tennant and Joey Wood for the Firebirds. So Free State will take over again at the 20-yard line. 16 plays of offense, 50 yards total, just a little over 3 yards per play. And combine it with 0 for 4 on third down and a turnover. And the Firebirds have gotten in a 28-0 hole. Deneen will pass off play action, going for the deep ball, and it was just dropped. It was a good throw from Deneen down the right sideline. Dropped at about the 40 of Mill Valley on the deep ball. That was intended for Drew Bradford. It was a beautiful deep ball from Deneen. It was maybe a few inches too far for Bradford, but I'm sure he'd want to have that one back. And it is a bit of a colder night here in beautiful fall weather football. Maybe a little tougher to catch the football. 4:14 to go, 2nd and 10 now for the Firebirds. See if they open things up with a little more passing. They'll fire the screen to Apele, who's immediately dragged to the ground after catching it after about a yard past the line of scrimmage. That was Jason Smith. A 6 foot, 170-pound junior. That's his 6th tackle of the season. And in fact, that was actually a loss of 2 on Apele. So the first completion of the night for the Firebirds goes backwards. And it's 3rd and 12 for this Free State offense. Show blitz. Deneen scrambling around for his life, and he's going to be dragged to the turf. The sack made for Mill Valley. That was Pete Jansen, the 6'3", 203-pound senior. Plays that quick position for Mill Valley, and Free State's going to have to punt. It's a loss of another yard or 2 after Deneen tried to work back forward toward the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the Firebirds will take a timeout. It is going to be 4th down and 13 for Free State at their own 17. Almost looks like they're keeping the offense out there. Down 28-0 with 3:19 to go. Well, you wouldn't blame Kevin Stewart if that's what he wanted to do, but also would make you question earlier. They had a 4th and 6 around midfield. They had a 4th and 3 around their own 30 and didn't go for either of those. So I can't imagine they'd go for this one. Probably another punting situation, and it looks like the offense will walk off the field now. With 3:19 to go here in the first half, Mill Valley up 28-0. Right now, leading rusher for the Firebirds, Elijah Harshaw, 6 carries, 26 yards. Deneen with 7 carries for 20. And Jacoby Williams with 2 carries for 4. Joey Wood back out to punt. He's got 3 punts tonight, totaling 91 yards, so a little over a 30-yard average. He's more known for his kicking than punting, though he does both well. This is a very good one. It's going to force a fair catch to be made at the 41-yard line by Jacob Hartman. A late flag comes down from the official at the 35. We'll see what this is. If it would stand, that would be about a 40-yard punt. It is going to be called against Mill Valley. And this will back up Mill Valley by 15 yards to their own 26. And so the Firebirds defense will have a little bit more field to work with for Mill Valley. Still 3:12 to go, 2 timeouts. And they'll see if they can even tack on some more. Already up 28-0. 2 receivers to the left from the right hash. Wittenauer gets the carry from right to left, then worked up the middle after bouncing a bit to the right, and buried his head forward for a gain of about 4 yards to the 30 before he was brought down. That was Brian Lane, one of the defensive captains for the Firebirds, on the tackle. Passing play for Jay. He's going to take off as he rolls to the left, now cuts back toward the middle, got the first down, puts his shoulder into a defender, and he keeps fighting. He's finally going to be brought down at the 42-yard line, and that'll be a 1st and 10, 2:32 to go in the half. Boy, as Hayden Jay looked impressive, the sophomore quarterback, and Cooper Marsh, the starting quarterback, the senior, injured again, out tonight, but they've got something special in this youngster, Hayden Jay. Out of an empty set shotgun, fires the quick out. He's got Kendrick Jones, who's going to be dragged down just shy of the 50-yard line. On the tackle for the Firebirds, Anthony Barberena, the corner. Looks like they'll mark it pretty much at the 50, and it'll be 2nd and 2. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage, 2:07 to go in the half. Jay takes one step, looks left, fires downfield to the right for Hartman, but just a bit too far in front of him on the deep ball. And on the coverage again was Barberena. It'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go for Mill Valley, 2:01 to go in the first half. They give it to Wittenauer from left to right, stutter steps, cuts back in, got the first down and more, and he's finally wrestled down at the 42 of Free State. Gain of about 8 for Wittenauer. We have 3 touchdowns today, a very talented running back for Mill Valley. He was the Week 4 and Week 3 Offensive Player of the Week. Mill Valley gives out on offense, defense, special teams, and Scout Player of the Weeks, and he won it Week 4, Week 3. Jay fumbled the snap, but as he did, looks like a delay of game, and I believe that's what caused it. So that'll back him up 5 yards from the 41 to the 46. 1:36 to go in the half, still 2 timeouts for Mill Valley as they're on the Free State 46-yard line. They'll be at the right hash. Wittenauer in the pistol behind him. 2 receivers to each side. A 5-man offensive line. Hayden Jay out of the shotgun with Wittenauer now moving to his left hip. Takes a step, fires the out again. He's got Napoli working to the left sideline, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds by Free State after he picks up about 10 yards. Officially 11, and it'll be a timeout for Mill Valley with 1:05 left. So Mill Valley will have it at the 35-yard line, and we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Free State down 28-0 on FM 101.7 and 1320 KLWN. Depend on it.
Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
In this first half of action, and the Firebirds have gotten behind early in all their games this season. That trend continues here tonight, but again, the trend also continues of them facing a dynamite opponent. Whether it was DeSoto, a top 10 team in 5A in Week 1, Olathe North, a top 5 team in 6A in Week 3, Lee Summit North, a strong opponent from the Missouri side last week, who's currently 3-2. Mill Valley this week, a top 10 team in the entire state of Kansas. Bishop Carroll next week, a top 5 team in 5A. That's Lawrence High's opponent tomorrow on 92.9 The Bull and on A10 Varsity. We continue our coverage here, though, with Mill Valley and Free State. It'll be Jay taking a snap on 2nd and 5. He's in all kinds of trouble, and he's brought down. Lane got the initial contact, but he escaped that, and then he was sacked by the second oncoming defender. And that was Quez Lee, the 6'3", 180 junior, made a big play on the last drive. Here he gets a sack, and we're going to get, looks like, a injury timeout. We will keep our broadcast right here with 49 seconds to go. That was a huge sack for Free State. It moves the ball all the way back to the 45-yard line and makes it a 3rd and 14 for Mill Valley. A Free State player who is down gets off under his own power. So 3rd and 14, Free State looking to hold before halftime here. Looking for a small victory going into the break. It'll be shotgun as Jay drops back, rolls to his right. He's got backside pressure, throws it. It's deflected. He was looking to thread the needle on the out route to Hartman, but it was deflected in the second level by the Firebirds. And that'll force a punt. It looked like for Free State, Michael Romito was the one on the defense. It looked like 43. Again, it's a little tough to tell the numbers for Free State. They're wearing light gray numbers on white jerseys. As the punt from Tennant. Fair catch from Patch, and he fell backwards inside the 5, but he still held on. And Free State fortunate that didn't turn into something worse than that, and they'll take over at their own 4-yard line with 34 seconds to go in the half. And you wonder if they'll just run it and be content with it how it is, as opposed to risking a safety with just one timeout, having to go 96 yards. Less, obviously, with Wood with his strong leg on a potential field goal, but this would be real tough. And if you do rip off a long run, then maybe you get in a hurry, but otherwise you're content with how it is. They'll start on the right hash, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Deneen in at quarterback. Gives off to the running back, and he was almost tackled in the end zone. He does get out to about the 1 or 2 yard line. He was brought back into the end zone, but forward progress. That was Dash Cleveland in there. So that's good to see. Dash, that's his first carry since, I believe, week 1. Suffered an injury against DeSoto, had 190 all-purpose yards in that game. And Free State is going to let this thing run out on the first half. So that's going to do it for our first 2 quarters here. Mill Valley 28, Free State 0. We will have our halftime coverage presented by 23rd Street Brewery. We'll go over some scores, give you some stats from this one between the Firebirds and the Jaguars. It's all Jaguars after the first 24 minutes. You're listening and watching Free State football against Mill Valley on A10 Varsity, KLWN.com, FM 1017 and 1320 KLWN. 2 minutes, please.
Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go: 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's back to school time.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's back to school time, and at Academy, your favorite brands are all in play. Like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Crocs, Puma, and the North Face. Bring on the fun and get out there. Whether you're playing for the home team or perfecting your game at home, at Academy, we'll bring the fun to you. Buy online and pick up curbside or in-store and get free shipping on orders over $25.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
How does LKS Imagine support the Lawrence community?
We are members of the Lawrence Chamber, the River City Referrals B&I Group, and active in our Lawrence community, including support for the Dance Hughes Dance Studio, LMH Health, and supporting the Scholarship Fund. We also were able to help fundraise for Douglas County CASA, a great group with an even greater impact on our youth, as well as the Lawrence Restaurant Association and its Hospitality Fund with our Rise Lawrence shirt sales.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
No matter what your goals are, competing at the next level, participating in a local 5K, or leading your team to state, the Sports Medicine Center at Children's Mercy is here to provide comprehensive 360-degree care for student athletes. Performance training, injury prevention, rehab services, nutrition, mental wellness, surgery, and more. It's not just about the next goal or the one after that. It's about supporting a lifetime of sport and helping every student athlete play healthy.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
LKS Imagine does uniforms and logos, but what about custom work?
We do custom work. Let's say someone you know drew a beautiful picture in the second grade. We can put that on a coffee mug. We can put that on a shirt, and we'll definitely work with you to get your idea fleshed out and something you can touch.
How do people communicate with you?
The best way to reach us is through email. No matter where we are, we have our email available to us. Also 913-735-4770. You can text that number as well.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
Whether we're rising to meet a moment or the moment comes to meet us, we make our mark by showing up for our team. And when we do, we build something special. We become something bigger, more than something that can be defined on a map. We become a community with a shared understanding that when we rise together, we rise higher. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School Athletics.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
Do you ever offer specials at LKS Imagine?
If you're ever looking for specials, check our Facebook page. We do post things there periodically regarding polos and embroidery, or again, reach out to us to see if we have anything that would appeal to you.
Is there a minimum order on custom apparel?
We do not have minimum orders. Volume does sometimes dictate price, not as much so with garment printing or embroidery.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
Hi, everybody. This is Matt Llewellyn from 23rd Street Brewery in Lawrence. I just want to thank everybody for supporting local restaurants during this time of uncertainty. 23rd Street Brewery is now open until this pandemic is over. And right now, more than anything, local restaurants need your help and support. Come on out and see us. 23rd Street Brewery is open now from 11:30 till 9 o'clock for dine-in and carry-out. Whatever we can do to help you out, maybe with your catering needs too. I appreciate all the support and thank you for continuing to shop local.
Hi folks, if you think it's costly hiring a good roofer, try hiring a bad one. Darren Lutz here, owner of Alpha Roofing. Our professionals specialize in residential and commercial roofing, shingles, flat roofs, new construction, and re-roofing. Our process is derived from years of experience and dedication to the industry. This translates into a quality product and a customer experience second to none. Let our experience go to work for you on your next roofing project. Give us a call at 785-842-2676 or find us on the web at alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your first choice in roofing.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
Will LKS Imagine provide garments for embroidery and printing?
Absolutely. We do provide items for customers if they'd like them. We prefer that as we can get those pretty quickly and they are made for decoration.
What if somebody has their own?
Depending on the fabric, it may not work as well as what is made to be decorated, but if someone finds this perfect jacket and they want their logo on it, we'll take care of it.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
Enjoy the best that 21st Century Dentistry has to offer at Enhanced Dental Care of Lawrence.
My name is Kristen. I started going to Enhanced Dental 10 years ago. I've just been really impressed with Dr. Moriarty. He is really on top of the latest technology and the best practices for doing things.
Enhance your smile. Relax and save time with the latest in dental technology at Enhanced Dental Care of Lawrence.
I think that Enhanced Dental Care of Lawrence is the best. I really do.
As a wife with 3 young children, a full-time job, activities, and busy weekends, there is never an unscheduled moment. Jayhawk Pharmacy not only makes my life easier by delivering all of our prescriptions, they provide free vitamins for all of our kids too. And the peace of mind I have knowing my parents, who are in their 70s, are already set up with Jayhawk Pharmacy's filling and delivery services is such a relief. Get to know Jayhawk Pharmacy in the Mount Oriad Medical Center at the corner of Castle and Clinton Parkway.
Coming this fall at the new LMH West location, Jayhawk Pharmacy is opening a second location to serve all your pharmacy needs.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
What is LKS Imagine?
We are an embroidery and garment print shop. We embroider in-house. We garment print in-house as well. We're involved in the community. We want to support our community. And if you're looking for either of those services, give us a try and we'll do the best that we can to keep and earn your business.
How can people find you?
You can visit our website, www.lksimagine.com. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. LKS Imagine, your contact for work, leisure, and sport.
Did you know LMH Health Ortho Kansas is the only orthopedic clinic in Lawrence to offer robotic-assisted total and partial knee replacement? Get back to healthy with Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery for knee replacements. This advanced robotic technology transforms the way joint replacement surgery is performed, enabling surgeons to have a more accurate, error-free surgical experience with increased accuracy. Ask your orthopedic surgeon if robotic-assisted knee replacement is right for you. Visit www.lmh.org/Mako, M-A-K-O, today to learn more.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's back to school time, and at Academy, your favorite brands are all in play. Like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Crocs, Puma, and the North Face. Bring on the fun and get out there. Whether you're playing for the home team or perfecting your game at home, at Academy, we'll bring the fun to you. Buy online and pick up curbside or in-store and get free shipping on orders over $25.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
How does LKS Imagine support the Lawrence community?
We are members of the Lawrence Chamber, the River City Referrals B&I Group, and active in our Lawrence community, including support for the Dance Youth Dance Studio, LMH Health, and supporting the Scholarship Fund. We also were able to help fundraise for Douglas County CASA, a great group with an even greater impact on our youth, as well as the Lawrence Restaurant Association and its Hospitality Fund with our Rise Lawrence shirt sales.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
No matter what your goals are, competing at the next level, participating in a local 5K, or leading your team to state. The Sports Medicine Center at Children's Mercy is here to provide comprehensive 360-degree care for student athletes. Performance training, injury prevention, rehab services, nutrition, mental wellness, surgery, and more. It's not just about the next goal or the one after that. It's about supporting a lifetime of sport and helping every student athlete play healthy.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member, manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
LKS Imagine does uniforms and logos, but what about custom work?
We do custom work. Let's say someone you know drew a beautiful picture in the second grade. We can put that on a coffee mug. We can put that on a shirt, and we'll definitely work with you to get your idea fleshed out and something you can touch.
How do people communicate with you?
The best way to reach us is through email. No matter where we are, we have our email available to us. Also, 913-735-4770. You can text that number as well.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
Whether we're rising to meet a moment or the moment comes to meet us, we make our mark by showing up for our team. And when we do, we build something special. We become something bigger, more than something that can be defined on a map. We become a community with a shared understanding that when we rise together, we rise higher. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School Athletics.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member, manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
Do you ever offer specials at LKS Imagine?
If you're ever looking for specials, check our Facebook page. We do post things there periodically regarding polos and embroidery, or again, reach out to us to see if we have anything that would appeal to you.
Is there a minimum order on custom apparel?
We do not have minimum orders. Volume does sometimes dictate price, not as much so with garment printing or embroidery.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
Hi, everybody. This is Matt Llewellyn from 23rd Street Brewery in Lawrence. I just want to thank everybody for supporting local restaurants during this time of uncertainty. 23rd Street Brewery is now open until this pandemic is over. And right now, more than anything, local restaurants need your help and support. Come on out and see us. 23rd Street Brewery is open now from 11:30 till 9 o'clock for dine-in and carry-out. Whatever we can do to help you out, maybe with your catering needs too. I appreciate all the support and thank you for continuing to shop local.
Hi folks, if you think it's costly hiring a good roofer, try hiring a bad one. Darren Lutz here, owner of Alpha Roofing. Our professionals specialize in residential and commercial roofing, shingles, flat roofs, new construction, and re-roofing. Our process is derived from years of experience and dedication to the industry. This translates into a quality product and a customer experience second to none. Let our experience go to work for you on your next roofing project. Give us a call at 785-842-2676 or find us on the web at alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your first choice in roofing.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
Will LKS Imagine provide garments for embroidery and printing?
Absolutely. We do provide items for customers if they'd like them. We prefer that as we can get those pretty quickly and they are made for decoration.
What if somebody has their own?
Depending on the fabric, it may not work as well as what is made to be decorated, but if someone finds this perfect jacket and they want their logo on it, we'll take care of it.
Visit lksimagine.com for more information.
Enjoy the best that 21st Century Dentistry has to offer at Enhanced Dental Care of Lawrence.
My name is Kristen. I started going to Enhanced Dental 10 years ago. I've just been really impressed with Dr. Moriarty. He is really on top of the latest technology and the best practices for doing things.
Enhance your smile. Relax and save time with the latest in dental technology at Enhanced Dental Care of Lawrence.
I think that Enhanced Dental Care of Lawrence is the best. I really do.
As a wife with 3 young children, a full-time job, activities, and busy weekends, there is never an unscheduled moment. Jayhawk Pharmacy not only makes my life easier by delivering all of our prescriptions, they provide free vitamins for all of our kids, too. And the peace of mind I have knowing my parents, who are in their 70s, are already set up with Jayhawk Pharmacy's filling and delivery services is such a relief. Get to know Jayhawk Pharmacy in the Mount Oriad Medical Center at the corner of Cassold and Clinton Parkway.
Coming this fall at the new LMH West location, Jayhawk Pharmacy is opening a second location to serve all your pharmacy needs.
As a wife with 3 young children,
3 times for a total of -1 yards. If they can get that offense going, maybe find some rhythm, not just for tonight's game, but for future games after they've been held to just 19 points over their last 10 quarters of football. That after they scored 34 against DeSoto. We also saw running back Dash Cleveland come on for the final play of that first half, and that was pretty notable. He had 190 all-purpose yards in the opening performance, was out the past couple weeks with injury. We weren't sure if he would be out again tonight, and it seemed like he would be, but then he got a snap in the final play, so maybe that means he's on the mend, and that would give the Firebirds another very talented player to put into that backfield and get the ball to. So that'll be something to watch here in the second half, and Free State, if they can go down and score, maybe get a touchdown, get a stop, then all of a sudden you start to convince yourself, hey, we're right back in this thing. They've shown great fight in second halves, even in games they've been down big so far earlier this year, but we'll see what it is tonight against a sterling Mill Valley squad. Of course, Mill Valley defeated Wichita Northwest in the title game last year 40-31 after downing Aquinas, DeSoto, and Olathe West along the way. And your defending 5A state champions here, Mill Valley against Free State, your defending Co-Sunflower League champions. Mill Valley joining the Sunflower League this season, leaving the Eastern Kansas League. So this will be a more regular showdown on a year-to-year basis. And such a shame that there was the positive test on Lawrence High that forced them to shut things down for 2 weeks. The game last week that was caught in the crossfire was that Mill Valley Lawrence High game. And that would have been quite the showdown between the two. Maybe something that we can get next season, though the two teams will be obviously vastly different then. So Free State will have the opening kick return of the second half. It'll be Jacoby Williams back to return for the Firebirds. Williams with 2 carries for 2 yards in the first half, also team starting safety. Last week, he ripped off an 80-yard touchdown run against Lee Summit North in the second half, and they kind of had to play him at running back out of desperation with all the injuries there. Again, mentioned he's the starting safety, but really impressed. This is a short kick that's going to bounce at the 15, inside the 5, and dove on by Williams at the 1 as he went out of bounds. That was a bit of a mistake by Williams. He could have either let that go into the end zone for a touchback, or even if it would have out of bounds, it would have been a penalty to put them up to the 35, and instead they'll start at their own half-yard line. And Free State, who is in need of a good start to the second half, has a bit of an error here to open up. So they'll have to go 99 yards if they want points or a touchdown, to be more specific, to begin the third quarter. It'll be Jet Deneen out of the pistol, and it looks like Dash Cleveland back ready to go as the running back. 2 receivers to each side for the Firebirds. And now we're going to get a flag. Well, we'll see who this is on, but for Free State, might as well use the hard count. It's going to be a delay of game, but there's not much further they can go back to the own end zone. But you might as well use the hard count. Worst case, you have a false start. You only go back a few inches, and they did use the hard count. We'll see who moved first. Mill Valley jumped, but were they jumping because Free State moved first? And it is going to be a false start, but again, might as well keep doing it if you're Free State, because you're only going to move back so far, and if Mill Valley gets caught, it's a 5-yard penalty that would give them a little bit more breathing room. And again, they get movement. It was Moore crossing the line, but was he baited by the left tackle, Newhouse? Well, I'm surprised this isn't kind of taken advantage more. I'm almost surprised there hasn't been a rule put in place that, you know, if you get a couple false starts in a row at your own goal line, it's just a safety. But this is going to be another false start for the Firebirds, so they can't even move them back at this point. And another hard count from Jet Deneen. Looks over toward the sideline. And gets back set. Another hard count, finally snaps it. Deneen rolls to his left, in trouble. Has to chuck it downfield. It's well short of his intended target, Manny Apelle, as an incompletion. On the coverage was Lucas Pringle, also roaming around Colton Jagan, the linebacker. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 1-yard line. The tailback is Jacoby Williams behind Jet Deneen on this 2nd down. Make that Dash Cleveland. Looks back on the dropback, then steps up, evades one tackler, cuts to the left, then evades another as he stiff-armed him into the ground. Down the sideline, Jet Deneen, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line. What a run by Jet Deneen. He dropped back and almost immediately took off straight up as he saw an opening in the pocket. Not sure if it was a QB draw or that was just a great run by Deneen, but he took off and he broke tackles from both the linebackers, Dalton Harvey and Colton Jagan, 2 sure tacklers. That was a great play by Deneen and gives him breathing room with the 32-yard gain for the Firebirds as they'll have a fresh set of downs. We'll start from the left hash for this set of downs. It'll be play action to Cleveland, dropping back, good time, steps up, throws downfield, and it's short, underthrown on the post route. That was intended downfield for the Firebirds at receiver, I believe. Harshaw. So Deneen will have it from the left pylon, and it was Harshaw indeed. He's the slot receiver to the right, with Drew Bradford, the receiver, further out to the right. Deneen snaps, gives off to Cleveland up the middle, running hard, and he's tripped up around the legs. A gain of about 4 or 5 for Dash Cleveland. So mention that this is the first action back for Dash Cleveland, and we'll see what his role would be in the second half after he got his first carry at the end of the first half. He's already been the primary running back here in quarter number 3. It's 3rd and 5. I wonder if this is 4-down territory for the Firebirds. Deneen drops back. Good blocking from Cleveland and the rest of the line. He scrambles around, now works from right to left, now looks downfield. He's in trouble again, and he's not going to find anybody to throw it to. A coverage sack. Dalton Harvey, the initial contact around the legs. Finishing him was Pete Jansen, and for Jansen, he's got a couple of those big tackle for losses. And Free State now has to punt from what was a more manageable 3rd and 5 to about 4th and 13. And for Deneen, he had plenty of time, just kind of scrambled around the pocket. None of the receivers could free themselves. And it was good containment by Mill Valley as Wood has to punt it away on the 4th and long. It's picked up by Hartman as he's going to get about 5, 6, 7 yards on the punt return before he's brought down at the 44-yard line, which is where Mill Valley will start their first possession of the third quarter. $10:14 to go in the third. Mill Valley up 28-0. Hayden Jay will have it from the right hash, and Wittenauer will come to his right hip. He fakes to Wittenauer, takes it right up the middle, and picks up about 8 or 9 yards. Gage Callahan, the senior on the tackle for Free State. That'll bring up 2nd and 1 for Mill Valley into Free State territory at their 47. Jay, 2 receivers to the left. They give to Wittenauer up the middle. He evades one, sidesteps another, and brought down in the second level inside the 40-yard line. Gage Callahan and Anthony Barbarena, the 2 tacklers for the Firebirds as he gets to the 39 for another first down. Jay breaks the huddle. They've got the 2 tight ends set with both Jones and Napoli. Napoli on the left, Jones on the right. They fake to Wittenauer. He rolls left. He can't find Hartman in the left flat, so he keeps it himself. And Gage Callahan right there at the line of scrimmage to keep Hayden Jay from doing anything with it. It's a good tackle by Callahan. We've seen that play a couple times in the first half work where they play action to the running back and slip out a receiver or H-back to the flats and just dump it off to him and run for about 10 yards. That time it was covered well, and Free State able to stop the quarterback. 2nd and 10 from the left hash. The give is to Wittenauer. He finds a big hole up the middle, sidesteps a few. He's out into the open field and finally brought down in the secondary at the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Riley Wheat with 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. And Wittenauer has had a field day to this point. He's over 100 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns as well. Came into tonight with 82 carries for 549 yards. That's about a 7-yard average. It's a play fake here. Jay rolls to his right. Pressure from Lane. He's going to sling it downfield just off the hands of Jones, trying to toe the sideline. He would have been out at about the inside the 20. That one an incompletion for Jay. But overall, Jay's been pretty good throwing the ball today. He's 7 of 11 for 74 yards in the first half. That was his first throw of the second half. He's also got 8 carries for 29 yards and a score there. 8 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Mill Valley with a 2nd and 10 at the Firebirds' 25-yard line. 1 receiver to each side. They fake it to Wittenauer right up the middle as Jay finds a big hole, bounces out to the left side, avoids an ankle tackle, and he's in at the left pylon as he reached the ball out for the touchdown. And another score for the quarterback, Hayden Jay, on the run. It's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And with 7:52 to go in the third, Jaguars lead the Firebirds 34-0. And back out to try the PAT, Chris Tennant. Tennant perfect tonight and continues that as he's 5 for 5 on PATs in this one. 35-0 Mill Valley in front here on FM 101.7, 1320 KLWN, KLWN.com, and 810 Varsity. We'll keep it right here with the Firebirds getting ready for their 2nd possession of the second half. It was a nice run from Jet Deneen after a kick return error for the Firebirds, set them up at their own 1-yard line, and then he had about a 32-yard run on second down, but after that, Free State couldn't do anything with it. On a 3rd and 5, they were sacked as Jansen came up with a big play for Mill Valley. And that ended the drive for Free State before punting and giving up the score. 7:52 to go in the third. 35-0. They'll get it back once again. And so the Firebirds now up to 25 plays, 76 yards of offense. Mill Valley at 39 plays for 269 yards of offense. So Tennant will have another kickoff. And it is a low one. It's going to be fielded at about the 18 and brought up to the 30-yard line. A little extra fight on it to get to the 33. It was, I believe, Riley Weed on the return. First and 10, Free State. They'll be at their own 33-yard line to begin this drive. Deneen out of the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Hard count for Deneen. The blitz comes. It got right through, and on the play action, he's immediately sent to the ground. Colton Jagan got some pressure in there. I don't believe he made the tackle, but he forced the tackle to the way of Ethan Cramer. Cramer, the Week 4 Defensive Player of the Week for Mill Valley. Deneen, hard count again. Play fake. Fakes on the pump fake, then fires one low and too far low, incomplete. It would have been basically at the line of scrimmage had he been able to complete that one. He was looking for Drew Bradford, and with 7:06 to go, it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Firebirds. From the right hash, they'll send Cleveland in motion. Deneen drops back. He's got time. Fakes left. Now ducks out of the pocket. Now rolls back to the left after going right. Fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, Free State irate. Thought that should have been pass interference with Jason Smith not looking at the ball. He didn't really contact the receiver, but he was in his way. There's a player down for Free State. And it is 4th and 11. So it's an offensive lineman for the Firebirds. We can't see the number. Again, those light gray numbers on the white jersey make it torture to try to read some of the numbers. But as we do get a number on it, we'll try to identify who it is. 6:56 to go in the third quarter. Mill Valley 35, Free State 0. And another punt for Joey Wood. Chest high snap, gets it off, takes a bounce, and then off the bounce, Jones fields it with his back to the defense, runs out to his right, and a good tackle, no, almost in the open field. It looks like he said he got up from it, but the official said his knee hit the ground. On the tackle for the Free State, making that was Jordan Wells. And good open field tackle for him. Mill Valley will take over. And they'll have it to start from their own 21-yard line. Hayden Jay remains in at quarterback. Two backs, Hartman is to his left and Wittenauer to his right. And they snap it and give it to Hartman right up the middle. He sheds one tackler, and then he's going to be drilled by a couple different Firebirds. And another Firebird is down. Preston Tran made that tackle, the impressive 6'1", 240-pound junior. Player down for the Firebirds is Josiah Nash. 5'10", 200-pound junior. And he's going to get up with some help from his coach. So he'll slowly ease off the field and starts to jog off now. 6:31 to go in the third quarter. Mill Valley up 5 touchdowns with possession of the ball and facing a 2nd and 7 from their own 24-yard line. We've got Hunter Johns in at the receiver all the way out wide to the left. They'll give it to Wittenauer up the middle. Patient running, finally burst forward to the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down after a short gain. He'll be short of the first down. Gage Callahan was one of the tacklers for the Firebirds. It is 3rd and 3 for Mill Valley. They got to get to the 31. They're at their own 28-yard line. Free State almost jumped, but they couldn't get him. Jay looks to the sideline, resets the play. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers to the left. Wittenauer now directly behind Jay. They give it to Wittenauer. Running left, another patient run, and he picks up the first down, brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Wittenauer with 140 rushing yards, 3 scores. Hayden Jay over 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacob Hartman with a run for 8 yards. And Hayden Jay also 7 of 12 passing for 74 yards. Jay in the pistol formation. He'll throw the quick hitch route to Hartman, who's got it at the 40, sheds by a couple tacklers, spins inside to back his way into the first down as he falls at about the 40-yard line. That's the 3rd catch of the night for Hartman. He's up to about 27 yards there. Kendrick Jones has a couple grabs for 25 for Mill Valley, and Jared Napoli with 3 catches for 32 for the Jaguars. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, another first down for Mill Valley from the left hash. Hayden Jay with Wittenauer behind him. Wittenauer comes to the left hip of Jay. They'll fire out quickly to the right. Again, it's Hartman who has Barbarena holding him down. Stallard and help of the defense finally bring him down. Make that Greg Gregory on the tackle. There is a flag down. It would be a gain of about 5 yards. And it is going to be an illegal man downfield against Mill Valley. Well, you get that on some of those RPO plays where the linemen don't know if it's going to be a run or a pass. And you can't go beyond a certain amount of yards down the field if you're a lineman on a passing play. You can on a run. So you get too far down the field, and so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll now be 1st and 15. Mill Valley from their own 40-yard line. 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Again, Mill Valley averaging 42 points per game. Free State averages allowing 42 points per game. Jay out of the gun. Wittenauer to his right hip. He fakes it, takes it up the middle. He's got the 5 yards back and a few more, where he's brought down at the 47, where it'll be 2nd and 8. Tackle was made by Riley Wheat for Free State, the 180-pound senior. Playing the free safety position is Riley. Had an injury earlier but came back, and he's had a strong night so far. 2nd down and 8. Jay going to give off to Wittenauer. Patient running yet again, and just kind of bobs his way forward into traffic to Free State territory at their 48, and it'll be another 3rd and short. They've got to get to about the 45-yard line, and they're at the 48. We straight in the middle of the field. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Wittenauer to the right hip now of Jay after motioning up from behind him. The 3rd and 3. We'll see if the Firebirds defense can come up with a big play. Jay drops back, fires the little quick hitch out route to Napoli, who makes the grab. 1st down, breaks the tackle, bounces outside, inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, and Napoli has the touchdown. And for Hayden Jay, his 2nd passing score of the year, the first non-rushing touchdown of the night for Mill Valley. And they lead it 41-0. There's about a 10-yard comeback route to Jared Napoli, the 6'1", 205-pound receiver slash tight end. He's the Y receiver. But it looks like there is a flag down at the 32-yard line. It was a great play by Napoli. He caught it and broke a couple tackles and just bursted forward. But this is going to come back against Mill Valley. And that'll bring him back to the 47-yard line. I believe it was a face mask from the 32. So it'll be 3rd down. They do end up moving up a yard technically from where it initially would have been at the 48. And it'll be another 3rd down, 3rd and 2. So Free State gets another bullet in the chamber, another try here with under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And now Napoli false started. It's got to be quite the unfortunate turn for him. He goes from having a great touchdown reception to then a false start there. And now it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Jaguars. They've got to get to the 45-yard line of Free State as they're on their own 48. Jay looks to his sideline. Motions Wittenauer to his right. They're at the left hash. They're going to roll him out to the right side. Good blocking. Steps into the turf as he fires downfield. He's got Hartman. Breaks a tackle. Cuts in toward the middle of the field at the 30. Bounces out at the 20. Inside the 15. Breaks 2 tackles. A great block. And he strolls into the end zone. Well, it took another play, but they get the long passing score anyway. Instead of Napoli, though, on the receiving end, Jacob Hartman. And Hayden Jay now has his 2nd touchdown passing of the season. He's got 2 running scores tonight, 1 passing score. That is the first Jaguars non-rushing score of the day. And it's 41-0 Mill Valley with 2:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. PAT again by Tennant. It's a long of 26 yards on a field goal this year, but 45 in his career. And he knocks through the PAT to make it 42-0 with 2:34 to go. Mill Valley in front by 6 scores in this one over the Free State Firebirds. For Hayden Jay, his first passing touchdown of the night, 2nd of the season. For Jacob Hartman, it is his 7th receiving touchdown of the season. He came into this one averaging over 20 yards per catch. And so far today, he's been impressive. However he's gotten the ball, whether it's been punt return, kick return, receiving, running the football. It's his first score of the night. Well, for Free State at this point, down 42-0, just trying to establish some rhythm get some extra reps out there for some of these guys and find some rhythm for next week. They'll have Elijah Harshaw back to return the kick for the Firebirds. Tennant with mostly touchbacks. The one he didn't hit a touchback on, Free State had to dive on it at the 1 yard line. And his most recent kick was kind of a short line drive that he seemed to intentionally hit to the up back. This one they do go for the full-fledged into the end zone kick, and it is into the end zone for a touchback. So 2:34 to go. Free State trails 42-0 here in the third quarter. Free State will have it at their own 20-yard line. This is just the second Sunflower League game for Mill Valley. For Free State, they've won 3 consecutive Sunflower League championships. Deneen in the middle of the field. Drops back, fires downfield on the corner route for Patchen. It's incomplete, a bit underthrown. A late flag comes in. They're going to say that the defensive back, Cole Clotter, got in there a bit early, coming over the back. And that'll be a first down for the Firebirds by way of the penalty. Well, the Firebirds 8-2 a season ago, 10-1 in 2018 and 2017. From 2017 to 2018, they went a combined 14-0 in Sunflower League games. Last year, they were 6-1. Only lost the one early in the season, but they beat Lawrence High in the season finale, and that allowed the two to share the Sunflower League championship in the regular season. This year, the one loss and the one try against Olathe North. First and 10, the penalty moves the Firebirds to the 35-yard line. Out of the middle of the field, Mill Valley, their 2 linebackers showing a middle blitz with Jagan and Harvey. See if they come. One comes, one doesn't. It's a speed option to the right. They flick it quickly to Cleveland, and he's brought down in a hurry by Colton Jagan. Right at the line of scrimmage. The one they brought was Harvey. The one they didn't was Jagan, and that allowed Jagan to run sideline to sideline to make the tackle on Dash Cleveland. Second and 10 for the Firebirds from the right side. They've got trips to the left. One receiver to the right is Manny Apele. Cleveland, the lone tailback behind Deneen. He'll get a play fake. Deneen takes a huge shot, but he fires the slant caught by Jake Patchen for a first down. He's got just enough to pick it up as he's down at the Firebirds' 46-yard line. And great poise by Jet Deneen to hang in the pocket, take that shot, and deliver the strike to Jake Patchen, his first catch of the night. Patchen had a 6-yard grab last week against Lee Summit North. Minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. First and 10 for the Firebirds at the 46. Looking to cross midfield. Deneen fakes downfield. He's in trouble and trying to get away from a sack, but finally brought down Pete Jansen yet again. What a night for Pete Jansen, the quick. The senior on the outside had 1.5 sacks coming into this one. He's already got multiple in this one. And just when Free State was getting ready to cross midfield, they get marched back to the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Firebirds. I can't remember if they crossed midfield once earlier or if they haven't yet tonight. It's a speed option as Deneen can't find the pitchman and is brought down trying to work his way up toward the middle. He lost another yard there. Ethan Cramer on the tackle for loss, the great defensive tackle for this Mill Valley squad. And boy, are the offense and defensive line for Mill Valley dominant. Helps to have Cramer obviously occupying double teams in the middle. That'll free some guys up on the outside. And when you have talented pass rushers like Pete Jansen, that is just a great combination. 15 seconds in the quarter. It's behind the line of scrimmage. A drop. That's going to be a fumble, and it's picked up. It was thrown behind the line of scrimmage to Dash Cleveland. He dropped it, didn't realize it was a fumble. And guess who? Pete Jansen with the fumble recovery. He is having himself quite the night. I would venture to guess he's going to end up with the Defensive Player of the Week award for Mill Valley this week. Going to be hard not to give it to him. The fumble recovery there, a couple sacks, tackles for losses. And he gets Mill Valley back possession with 8 seconds left in the quarter at the Free State 21, already leading 42-0. They come out again. It's still the first team offense for Mill Valley with Hayden Jay out there. He's going to give to the tailback, Wittenauer. He finds a huge hole to the right, then cuts in the middle inside the 10. Dragged down at the 5-yard line. Ty Newhouse was there, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Mill Valley wins the quarter 14-0, and they lead 42-zip at the end of 3. We'll head to quarter number 4, 12 minutes to go. Mill Valley up 42-0 on Free State on FM 101.7 and 1320 KLWN and on A10 Varsity.
My name is Richard Coleman, owner, member, manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
Do you ever offer specials at LKS Imagine?
If you're ever looking for specials, check our Facebook page. We do post things there periodically regarding polos and embroidery, or again, reach out to us to see if we have anything that would appeal to you.
Is there a minimum order on custom apparel?
We do not have minimum orders. Volume does sometimes dictate price, not as much so with garment printing or embroidery.
Visit 23rd Street Brewery in Lawrence. I just want to thank everybody for supporting local restaurants during this time of uncertainty. 23rd Street Brewery is now open until this pandemic is over. And right now, more than anything, local restaurants need your help and support. Come on out and see us. 23rd Street Brewery is open now from 11:30 till 9 o'clock for dine-in and carry-out. Whatever we can do to help you out, maybe with your catering needs too. I appreciate all the support and thank you
for the game there. For instance, today's game would be Free State at Mill Valley. You can watch it on your TV. You can also watch it on your computer or phone through A10 Varsity. We have the embedded video at klwn.com or listen on the radio. The give on the first play of the fourth quarter is to Wittenauer, who powers his way into the end zone. And for Wittenauer, yet another score for him. That's 4 rushing touchdowns for the senior tailback. He's got 11 now on the season. And a player is down. Again, it's for the Firebirds. They are having some rough injury luck tonight. It's been that way this season. Kind of fallen on hard times. And just 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, Mill Valley has extended their lead 48-0 as the Firebirds check on their injured player. So 11:55 to go. And it looks like we're seeing some movement from the player down. He's going to get up now. And it looks like he'll walk off with some help from his coaches. I believe that is Preston Tran, 6'1", 240-pound junior. He had a real nice outing a couple weeks ago against Olathe North. So he's going to check out. And a PAT coming. This will be the backup kicker trying it with Jesse Wood. And he knocks it through. to make it 49-0 for Mill Valley with 11:55 to go in the final quarter. Free State will get it back to the offense. We'll see if some of the second team units come in for both of these squads. Looks like a backup is getting warm for Mill Valley on their sideline. Well, on the depth chart, they have Hunter Johns and Aiden Jacobs listed as some other quarterbacks and backups. But it looks like number 6, John Anderson, is the one getting warm. So keep an eye on that when Mill Valley gets the ball back. For now, we'll see what Free State does offensively. So far tonight, Jet Deneen just 2 of 8 passing, 10 yards. And passing hasn't been this team's forte this season. Of course, Deneen was a defensive back last season. Real good runner. And he has 13 carries for 33 yards tonight. Elijah Harshaw with 6 carries for 26 yards. Jacoby Williams with 2 carries for 4 yards. Dash Cleveland, 3 carries for 4 yards for that Firebirds offense. The 2 catches, Manny Apelle caught a screen pass, lost a yard, and Jake Patchen with a catch for 11 yards. So far in kick return, the only return they've had is Riley Wheat, the up back. He went 15 yards after a short line drive. It'll be Tennant back on kickoff. The deep man is Harshaw. He'll actually get a shot. Not a touchback here, but he drops it at the 3, picks it up at the 1, turns around, evades 1, evades 2, but too many tacklers. No, he shedded another, and finally going to be brought down by the group of Mill Valley defenders at about the 15. Took about 4 or 5 broken tackles to get up there. And special teams has had a couple mistakes in the kick return game tonight for the Firebirds. And the one that forced them out at the 1-yard line. Most of them have been touchbacks, though, for Mill Valley. So 11:23 to go. Mill Valley 49, Free State looking for their first points of the night. Maybe they can get it here on this drive against this Studley Mill Valley defense. Mill Valley averages giving up 24 points per game, but again, they've played Studley competition. 14 to Derby, 21 to DeSoto team that put up 42 on Free State, 35 against one of the best teams in Arkansas and Bentonville, and 28 against Gardner Edgerton. Give to Cleveland, who works to the left side. He's got penetration back there, and he's not going to pick up any yards. Jason Smith was on the tackle for Mill Valley. Second and 10 for the Firebirds upcoming. At the very least, good to see Dash Cleveland back for this Firebird squad. Of course, they lost Tyler Bowden to transfer before the season started, and Bowden has already ran for some crazy stats over at Tonganoxie. Jet Deneen going to be tackled for a loss in the backfield on a read option after he kept it himself to the left. That was Ethan Cramer on the TFL, who owns the school record for most sacks in a season, had 11 and a half of them last year. A guy who was talking with Kevin Flaherty of 24/7 Sports, a recruiting service earlier, and he was saying that kid is a D1 level talent and a real good one. He's not your typical 6'3" or 6'2" defensive tackle, a little shorter, but he is pound for pound a high-level defender. The run up the middle going to go for no gain, and it'll be 4th and 15 now for the Firebirds. With under 10 minutes to go, we'll see if they go for it or punt. And it looks like they will indeed punt. Backed up into their own territory. It's about 4th and 16 to be exact. 2 return men back for Mill Valley. Punches off from Wood. It'll be Jones fielding at about the 38, cutting up the middle and getting inside the 30 before he's tossed to the ground. Grant Gregory was there. I think Riley Wheat helped make the tackle. And we've got a running clock now with the score at 49-0. So we're under 9 minutes to go, and the clock will continue to run minus timeouts. Both teams still with 3 of those, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Mill Valley at the Free State 28-yard line. Mill Valley up to 357 yards of offense, Free State at 77. 46 plays for the Jaguars, 32 for the Firebirds. 32 carries for 222 on the ground for Mill Valley. For Free State, they've got 24 carries for 67 yards. 2 of 8 passing are the Firebirds. There's a penalty on the return. It's going to be a hold, so it'll back things up to the 38 for Mill Valley as they take over 1st and 10. They've got the new quarterback in there, a new running back in there as well. That new quarterback, John Anderson. He's going to give off to the running back. That is Aaron Marks, who's going to work his way forward to the 35 for a gain of about 3. He's a new running back on there. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. We're down to 7.5 minutes to go in this one. Well, updated after that last drive now are the stats. Free State 33 plays for 61 yards. Mill Valley 47 after that last one for 360. And it'll be Anderson keeping it up the middle off the read option on his own, and he fights his way forward to the 32-yard line for another gain of 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. They got to get to the 28 as the clock will go under 7 minutes. Free State 25 carries, 51 yards, 10 yards in the passing game. Mill Valley with 135. 2 fumbles lost by the Firebirds. Both the turnovers in this one. Anderson gives off on the read option to Marks, and good tackle by Gage Callahan by the Firebirds right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see what Mill Valley does with 6.5 minutes to go, up 49-0. They'll send out the special teams unit, and this is going to be a long field goal try. We'll get to see that long leg of Chris Tennant. Looks like they'll put down the tee at the 38-yard line, so this would be a 48-yard field goal for Tennant. He has a career long of 45 yards last year. That was the school record. We'll see if he can break it here from 48. Tennant, it's got the leg distance for it, and it's right through the uprights. Chris Tennant, a new school record for Mill Valley, a 48-yard field goal. Hit a 45-yarder last year. He was great on PATs tonight. Missed the shorter field goal, but that is his 18th career field goal made. And it is a new school record from 48 yards. So congratulations to Chris Tennant. They'll stop the clock after the field goal make before the kickoff. 5:42 to go. Mill Valley now leads 52-0 over Free State. Firebirds are 0 for 8 on 3rd down tonight. Mill Valley is 4 of 6. They've got 21 first downs, 4 by the run, or 4 by the pass, 15 by the run, 2 by penalty. For Free State, they've got 6 first downs, 4 by the run, 1 by the pass, and 1 by penalty. 6 penalties against Free State for 40 yards, 10 penalties against Mill Valley for 90 yards. This will be Jesse Wood kicking off for Mill Valley, the other kicker. And Elijah Harshaw back to return, brought the last one back to the 15 after a couple broken tackles. And Wood kicks it off. Harshaw has to run up. It'll hop at the 8. He catches it at the 7. Runs up near the 20, sidesteps a few, bounces to the outside at the 25, stiff arms a man and ducks out of bounds just about at the 30-yard line. And they will mark it at the 30. It doesn't look like any time came off the clock. It was at 5:42 on the kick return. It'll stay at 5:42. The official now signals up for them to start running the clock. And now they start doing it. So Free State will start at their own 30-yard line. We're going to just try to get some points and a small victory before the end of this one. Dash Cleveland will be the tailback with Jet Deneen. They've still got the first-team offense out there. Again, trying to establish some rhythm from the right hash. Deneen sends a receiver in motion, and Bradford dropped the ball. He picked it back up, but then he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that tackle made by the linebacker, Dalton Harvey, for the TFL. It's a loss of 4. Clock dipping under 5 minutes to go. For Mill Valley, this is the second most points they've scored in a game. They had 70 against DeSoto, 45 against Derby, so this more than that. Least amount of points they've given up is 14. That was to Derby. And so far, they're so good there. For Free State, this would be their lowest total of the season. And it's also the most points allowed they've had on the year. Deneen gets the defensive tackle to jump offside with a hard count with Hartwich. And a nice hard count from Deneen there to get the 5-yard penalty and pick up the yards they lost on the last play. It'll be 2nd and 9. Deneen with Cleveland behind him. He gives off to Cleveland, running left, then right. Sheds a few, but then in the end, a swarm tackle from Mill Valley. Helping finish him off was Jay Ibarra. And it was also credited with the tackle. One of their big defensive tackles up front, Timmy Penner, the nose. So Penner credited with the tackle there. Under 4 minutes to go. 3rd and 8 for the Firebirds, right in the middle of the field in pistol. Play action. Deneen looks downfield, steps up. He's got a man behind the defense, and a great jumping catch by Jake Patchen at the 40-yard line. Deneen saw the man open, stepped into it, and he got him. And Patchen leapt up for the ball and caught it at the 40, and that's a big gain there. Just shy of 30 yards on the completion for Patchen. It's his second catch of the night. Almost 40 yards for him. Now they'll hand it off to Cleveland, rolling to his left. He's got about 5 yards, and then he's going to fight near the first down marker toward the left sideline. It's going to be a gain of about 8 yards for Dash Cleveland as the clock works to under 3 minutes left. Looks like he was marked out at the 34-yard line of Mill Valley. And it'll be 2nd and 4. Impressive stuff from Jake Patchen, the 5'10", 170-pound junior. He can play some receiver. He can play H-back, a little tight end. He's a very versatile player for the Firebirds. Had a 22-yard receiving touchdown against DeSoto earlier. Deneen drops back, 5-step drop, looking downfield, fires downfield. It's overthrown for Pele, and an interception dropped by Mill Valley. Taggart Baker had it in his hands. It was behind and overthrown for Pele. And Baker had to kind of jump up and contort his body backward to try to reel it in, but he could not. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Firebirds. The running clock under 2 minutes now. And again, Free State just looking to get on the scoreboard, get a little more positive going into next week. Deneen fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, and he is stuck right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like it's going to be a 4th and 1. That was Dalton Harvey yet again. Harvey's had a real nice night. The 6', 199-pound senior came into this with 18 tackles, a tackle for loss, 3 QB hurries, and over 40 tackles in his career. And he's added a nice little total to that tonight. 4th and a long one for the Firebirds at the 32. Got to get just past the 31. Minute 15 now on the running clock. Firebirds have 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Pistol formation. Deneen gives to Cleveland, cuts from left to right, and that cut with falling forward, able to get the first down for Dash Cleveland. He's at the 30-yard line. Firebirds under a minute to go now. See if they want to utilize any of their timeouts, if they are very set on trying to score. Not running a hurry up right now, so we'll see how meaningful trying to get on the board is tonight. Of course, for Mill Valley, they're trying to show some pride and conserve the shutout. Out of the middle is Deneen. He'll take a 5-step drop, fires on the out route to Patch, and he makes the grab, sheds by 1 inside the 15, and he's brought down at the 12-yard line. The final blow was made by Taggart Baker on the tackle. And the clock running under 20 seconds to go. Free State might have one more play in them from the 12-yard line. And again, it's that connection, Jet Deneen to Jake Patchen. We're going to get a timeout from Free State with 13 seconds left. We'll take a quick 30 seconds with them. Free State trailing 52-0, but on the verge of trying to get some points before the end of this one on FM 101.7 and 1320 KLWN, as well as 810 Varsity. Back to Mill Valley High School. They're hosting Free State here tonight. And Mill Valley, one of the best teams in the state of Kansas, beat the 6A state champs from last year, Derby, by 31 to open this season. They're up on Free State 52-0. And there's 13 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts for Free State. They've got it at the 12 on the right hash, trying to get some points before the end of this game. Mill Valley looking to try to secure the shutout. Deneen will drop back from the left. He's going to go for the jump ball. Not sure who that was to. It's going to be incomplete to the back left corner. Was looking for Drew Bradford. And the running clock will run out on this one after the incompletion. So that'll do it. Mill Valley 52, Free State 0. Another impressive performance for the Jaguars, who've been one of the most impressive teams in the state of Kansas this year. For Free State, they fought hard in the second half, but just not enough in them to try to take down Mill Valley, as the Firebirds dropped to 0-4 on the season, 0-2 in Sunflower League play. For Mill Valley, they improved to 3-2, 1-1 in Sunflower League play with the impressive showing. That'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Free State falls 52-0. Thank you for joining us on FM 101.7, on 1320 on the AM dial, at KLWN.com, or on our live stream at 810 Varsity. Of course, tomorrow we have more action. Lawrence High, Bishop Carroll. Should be a heck of a showdown. Hank Booth, Matt Llewellyn will be on the call of that one at 2 o'clock. It'll be over on our sister station, 92.9 The Bull, and Bull929.com, and also available on 810 Varsity. You can live stream it at 810 Varsity.
When I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com. High school sports fans, Trent Green here.